Hello, true believers, and welcome back to another edition of BK's Bullets. My name is Jim. Brent is in here. Let's get on with the show. But before we do, I want you guys to subscribe to the channel. Hey, make sure you subscribe. Follow him on Facebook and on Twitter too. I pose a question for you today, though, and this is something that I'm really curious about. We have these long continuity movies. We've seen it with Marvel. Obviously, the MCU has been going on for what, like 1,000 years now? I mean, dating back to Iron Man, and then I guess there was even some tie-ins canonically with the Hulk movies even before then. Over on the DC side, we've seen them try with Aquaman, Superman, Wonder Woman all coming together in the Justice League, and then ultimately the rebranding of the Zack Snyder's cut of the Justice League. And we've got these long-running narratives now. I've said before in the video I just did a couple days ago for Brent that I don't think Marvel's got it anymore. I think they've kind of run out of ideas, and I think that a lot of the story that they're telling now is somewhat framed by the narrative that they've already painted before. So you're not going to get these awesome epic moments anymore because either they've already been done or they don't make sense. Perfect example. Iron Man's dead. Spoilers, right? Iron Man's dead. So other people could rise to the mantle. I guess you could see Iron Man 2.0. I know we've got the War Machine still floating out there somewhere, I believe. I think even in the last movie, I think Pepper had an Iron Man suit as well. I mean, I guess anybody could be Iron Man technically, the way that they kind of made the story. But my point is that insane moment. If there's a big fight and the main hero is losing and they're just getting destroyed and they need help from somebody who's going to swoop in and save the day, it's not going to be Iron Man because we've written him out. It's not going to be Captain America because the actor doesn't want to be Captain America anymore. It's not going to be Black Widow because she pissed off Disney. The list goes on and on and on and on. On the DC side of things, we have gone down a very interesting road where a lot of people didn't really love every second of the Justice League, didn't really respect or felt like the respect was earned of the big payoff of the big tag up together. Ben Affleck has since retired as Batman. Henry Cavill, as far as I can tell, is not Superman unless there's something I don't know. What are we doing there, right? So you got two opposite spectrums. You got an established MCU universe, film universe, right? Where they've done a lot of really good things and they've kind of, the wells run dry. Over on the DC side, you have got, in my opinion, some pretty lackluster films continuously trying to be something and it's not working. At what point is it safe to, and there's my question to you all, what point is it safe to say, all right, good game, reset, start over? I'm not saying we need another origin story of Spider-Man. I'm not saying we need another origin story of Captain America. I think those stories hold together incredibly well, and I still think those movies are some of the best. I think they've aged the best, and I think they're still really good watches. I don't think we need to do that again. Just like I don't think in another Batman movie we need to see Batman becoming Batman, then falling down the well, the parents dying in I don't remember the name of the alley. Crime Alley, Joe Cool, or Joker, or whoever it is this week, killing off Bruce Wayne's parents. I don't know if we need to see that again. However, this is a very common thing that happens all the time in video gaming. And this is where I kind of feel, because obviously I'm a gamer, a franchise does need to be rebooted from time to time. Or it doesn't need to be a continuation. You can have 20 games all with the same name that are totally different. Perfect example, Call of Duty. Everybody loves Call of Duty. Call of Duty is a phenomenal game. It is the best-selling game. It has been the best-selling game, and I have no doubt that when Vanguard drops later this year, it will continue that trend. But it has nothing to do with Black Ops. It has nothing to do with Modern Warfare. It has nothing to do with Modern Warfare before that or any of the games before any of those. They kept the name because they want you to know what level of quality and what level of experience you can expect to see but they kind of drop the story and they drop in something kind of unrelated to it and they move on. I applaud what Marvel did with their ability to link so many movies together, but it seems the well is run dry. And I wonder at what point are we, as fans, comfortable with saying, you know, everything that happened up until a certain point, I don't know where the line in the sand is. Apparently there's this new phase. I know there's a new Doctor Strange movie. They're trying to keep things going somehow. I don't know if this new movie coming out, I don't know the name, Shai-T or Jai-T, something, Legend of the Ring. Whatever. I'll see it when it comes out on Disney Plus, I'm sure. I'm not sure if that ties into, does that have something to do with, maybe it does, and I'm sure the hardcore fans out there are screaming at me right now because I'm a big bozo and I don't know better. But I will say, I feel like it's time to just say, you know what? The linked movie universe was cool, but it's been played out. It's done. Let's just focus on single individual stories. Let's not have some crazy zany cliffhanger at the end. Let's not have some crazy post credit scene where we see somebody linking. Oh my God, is that? Look in the background. I think that's so and so. Oh, it's that their next movie's confirmed. Let's get rid of all that. And if you really think about movies in the last, I'm going to say 5 years because my memory is about this big. Think back in the last 5 years to movies that had an insane impact with you. Just like hit you right in the gut. I believe, and I could be wrong on my timing, but I believe the wrap-up of Marvel proper, Endgame, was within the last 5 years. That was warranted. That was the culmination of decades, plural, of movie ideas and characters and heroes all building up to the ultimate battle against the ultimate baddie. And that was a great send-off. On the DC side, I would argue that outside Joker, there hasn't really been much of anything to be excited about because they keep trying to make it a thing. And it's not a thing. Joker worked so well because we had no expectations about what Joker was. There was no big, oh, I think Batman's going to be in it and he's going to appear at the end and this is going to tie into, and look, this is where so-and-so happens and we're going to see, none of that. It was a standalone independent movie about a well-known, respected character. Like Call of Duty, you knew what you were getting into when you got that movie, and you enjoyed it. And most people enjoyed it, and I think it left the biggest impact on people, with the exception of the Avengers, perhaps, in the last 5 years, 6 years, I don't know, make up a number. And I feel like looking at movies now, thinking about this now, and just kind of hypothesizing what's next, and Googling, like, what's next for DC, what's next for Marvel, what's the next phase, what's the next TV show, it seems to me that the hype of this machine building up for movie, that ship has sailed. So am I wrong in my thoughts on this? I mean, I want to hear from you guys below. Let me know. I really do genuinely believe that it's okay to have a movie that's just a movie. It doesn't have to be the beginning or the middle or the end of some 70 arc narrative adventure. It could just be a standalone thing. And the first thing that comes to mind as I wrap this video up for you guys today is the new Batman movie, wherever that is. I don't know what the development status is. The one with Robert Pattinson. I think it's called The Batman or Batman 7. I don't know what it's called. Something Batman, right? They have an opportunity there to make a movie that could be the tentpole franchise of, in 20 years, we're going to still have this iteration of Batman. Or hopefully, and this is what I'm hoping for, they take the route they did with the Joker. It's like, we're just going to give you 2 hours of amazing film. And if it warrants a sequel, great. We're not going to intentionally backdoor a pilot in, or not, one of the big bads isn't going to sneak away, and that's going to be the villain of part 2. Just have a movie that stands up to itself and make it worthwhile and make it interesting, because people still talk about the Joker in a very loving and respectful way of how that movie shaped their thought of the character. And they're not talking about that in the same way they're talking about some of the latest throwaway Marvel movies. Am I wrong on this? Leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you all so much for watching. Please take care of yourselves. And until next time, I will see you guys in in the funny pages.